Hi everyone, I'm Marcy, and today I'm thrilled to share another viewer recipe with you, not only because it sounds really good, but because it comes from someone who says he's been following this channel from day one, and I really appreciate that. This recipe is called Master Po's Southwestern Chili Dip, and I think it's one you're going to want to pin and save because it'll come in handy, especially if you're having a Super Bowl party. This recipe was sent in by Hector Escobar, aka Grasshopper. And he's originally from El Paso, but for the last 25 years, he's lived in northern Indiana and central Ohio. But he says it was when he was going to school at El Paso Community College and later UTEP that he was given the nickname Grasshopper. And he had a friend and mentor nicknamed Master Po who gave him this recipe. Now, I don't know if they've continued to stay in contact all these years later, but Hector says he's definitely been making Master Po's Southwestern Chili Dip every year since then. So here's what you're going to need. One 32-ounce block of Velveeta, and you can see that I've already got it cut into small cubes. You'll need one 22-ounce can of cream of mushroom soup, or you can use the two smaller cans that I believe are about 10.5 ounces. You'll need 9 to 10 hatch green chilies. Now, Hector says it may sound like a lot, but it's going to be just the right amount once it's all worked into the dip. And what I'll do is once I dice this up, I'll measure it in cups so that those of you who are buying your chili already diced from a can or in a jar will know exactly how much 9 or 10 chilies is. You'll also need 3 roma tomatoes that are diced, 1 diced yellow onion, 1 to 2 jalapeños diced, 3 garlic cloves, 1 8-ounce container of white mushrooms. Now, I bought mine whole, but even if you buy them like this already sliced, you're going to need to dice them even further so that they're smaller and they work into this dip. You'll also need 2 tablespoons butter, and this is optional, but anywhere from a cup to a cup and a half of milk that we'll be putting in at the end. It just depends on how you like the consistency of your dip. So let's go ahead and get started. Start by pouring the cream of mushroom into a crock pot or slow cooker that has been set to low. Then add in the cubed Velveeta cheese and mix as best as you can. Then cover while we prepare the other ingredients. Heat a large skillet on the stovetop and melt the butter in it. When it's all just about melted, add in the diced onion and sauté until translucent. This should take about 5 to 7 minutes. Once translucent, I mince the garlic directly into the pan. Then I add in the diced roma tomatoes, the jalapeños, and the hatch green chili, which, by the way, once chopped, it measured out to about 1 1/3 cups. Mix and let that cook for another 5 minutes. Finally, I'm going to add in the diced mushroom and let it cook until tender. Give everything a good stir so that all the ingredients are combined. After your mushrooms have been cooking for about 7 to 10 minutes, if any liquid has rendered in your pan, you're going to want to get rid of that. And one way you can do that is to just take a paper towel and fold it up, and you can just dab it in there and soak it up. Mine really didn't render any liquid, so that just means that I can go ahead and transfer it to my crock pot as is. Turn that off and I'll get some pot holders.
Then turn up the heat on the crock pot from low to high and let the cheese melt slowly. Once everything is melted, you can decide how much milk to add, if any, and it just depends on your preferred consistency. I'm going to add a full cup of milk, but I don't think I'll add any more because I don't want it too runny.
Well, the Southwestern chili dip is done, so now it's just a matter of me filling my plate with some of these tostadas so that I can give it a try. I'm really looking forward to it. And by the way, one of the beautiful things about doing this in a crock pot is that once it's done, you can just set it to warm, and if you're having a party, it'll stay hot the whole time. But take a look at this. It looks so good. Just gonna pour this over. And that should be about good right there. Can hardly wait to try this. Here we go. Oh, wow. This is dangerously good. Like, I could probably eat that whole pot by myself. I already love chile con queso, but the addition of the cream of mushroom and the fresh mushroom in this dish just puts it over the top. This is definitely a winner. So if you make this for your Super Bowl party, everyone's gonna love it. Thank you so much to Hector Escobar for sending in this recipe. I will be sending you a Marcy-inspired chili snob t-shirt for doing that. And if you have a recipe you want me to try, you can email me at marcyinspiredrecipes@gmail.com. Now I've got some major eating to do. This might even be my dinner.
Thanks so much for checking out this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I also invite you to follow me at Marcy Inspired on Instagram and Facebook. Until next time, blessings from my kitchen to yours.